March 8, 2014, 12:41 a.m. local time. A Boeing 777-200ER takes off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport bound for Beijing. On board, 239 souls, who would never reach their destination. What happened in the next few hours would become one of the most disturbing mysteries in modern aviation. A story of failed technology, conspiracy theories, and secrets that remain buried deep in the ocean. MH370, the flight that disappeared. Chapter 1, The Fatal Takeoff. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, 53 years old, over 18,000 flight hours. Co-pilot Farik Abdul Hamid, just 27 years old, on his last training flight before certification. At 1:07, the last routine contact. Good evening, Kuala Lumpur Control. 4 minutes later, the communication systems began to fail, one by one. 1:21, the transponder stops working. The plane disappears from civilian radar. But something sinister was happening. Military data would later reveal that MH370 had not simply disappeared, it had drastically changed course. Chapter 2, The Impossible Detour. While the world slept, MH370 did something impossible to explain. After crossing peninsular Malaysia, the plane turned south, flying for another 7 hours over the vast Indian Ocean. But who was controlling the aircraft? Data from Inmarsat satellites revealed automatic handshakes, ghostly signals from a plane flying toward nothing. The question that haunts investigators, was it a deliberate act? A suicide pilot? A hijacking? Or something even more sinister? The stolen passports of 2 Iranians on board initially suggested terrorism, but that lead soon proved a dead end. The truth was more disturbing. No one knew what had happened. Chapter 3, The Dark Theories. In the absence of answers, the darkest theories flourished like weeds in fertile soil. Theory 1. Pilot suicide. Zahari Ahmad Shah had practiced a similar route in his home simulator. Personal problems, impending divorce. Had he made 238 people victims of his final act? Theory 2. Cyber kidnapping. Had hackers broken into the aircraft systems, taking remote control? The digital age had created unimaginable vulnerabilities in aviation. Theory 3. Government conspiracy. Secret cargo? Passengers with dangerous knowledge? Some whispered that the Malaysian government itself knew more than it admitted. Chapter 4, Ghost Hunter. The largest search and rescue operation in aviation history. More than 30 countries, hundreds of millions of dollars, years of searching in an area the size of France. Wreckage began to wash up on the African shores. Pieces of a tragedy scattered across thousands of miles. Each piece told a story of destruction, but none revealed the truth. Families in agony. Conspiracy theories multiplied. And at the center of it all, a deafening silence at the bottom of the ocean, where 239 souls waited for answers that might never come. Chapter 5, The Secrets That Remain. 2024, 10 years later, MH370 remains one of the last great mysteries of our technological age. How, in a world saturated with satellites and radar, does a Boeing 777 simply disappear? The black boxes were never found. The cockpit data was lost forever. And in the depths of the Indian Ocean, the main wreckage holds its secrets like a silent tomb. Recently, new analysis technologies suggest more precise locations. But do we really want to know the truth? Or are some mysteries too dark to reveal? MH370 reminds us of our vulnerability in a world we believe we control. That even with all our technology, some secrets remain buried in the darkest depths. 239 people embarked on a March morning, trusting in the promise of modern aviation. They became ghosts of our time, prisoners of a mystery that may never be solved. Somewhere in the icy waters of the Indian Ocean, MH370 rests in eternal silence, carrying with it the truth the world still seeks.